How's it going, everybody? Texas Man here. I hope you guys are all having a great day. Please give this video a thumbs up if you guys really enjoy it. Subscribe if you guys have not already. Also, do me the biggest favor of all, hit the bell notification button so you guys don't miss out on future videos or streams here on the channel. Also, if you guys would please head over to Twitch, follow me there at Douglas447. I stream there at least once a week, whether it be for Call of Duty Battlefield, Destiny 2, Halo, or Star Wars games, or anything else you guys suggest for me to stream over there. Also, if you guys have any movies you guys want me to watch and review here on the channel, please let me know in the comments section down below, and I will do so as soon as possible. And as always, guys, we're going to be talking about positives and negatives. We're going to be talking about the movie American Sniper from 2014. This movie is rated R. It is about 2 hours and 12 minutes long, and it is currently about $4 to rent, and it can be about $5 to $15 to buy, depending on if you're getting it digitally or on physical media. So for those of you guys who don't know, this movie tells the story of the United States Navy SEAL Chris Kyle and his 4 tours of duty in Iraq and his struggles also with his family at home. Him having to balance the fact that he is a SEAL and him having a wife, a daughter, and a son. And the movie kind of does have an abrupt ending, but it works with, unfortunately, how Chris Kyle was killed by a combat vet that was struggling with PTSD. This movie does not glorify war, and it does not glorify killing. This is a must-watch for all Americans that are fans of military movies, that are people that enjoy war movies. This is a own, watch, rewatch 100%. Bradley Cooper's acting and Clint Eastwood's directing provides the audience with one of the best war movies I've ever seen. This is a very underrated gem. A lot of people don't even know that this movie exists. A lot of people associate war movies today, the time we're recording this video here in 2021. A lot of people think of war movies and shows of like Band of Brothers, The Pacific, 1917, Hacksaw Ridge, Midway, things like that. And unfortunately, this movie kind of seems to have been swept under the rug. I even have a list video that I made a year or so ago about what I thought were the best war movies ever made. And I honestly completely forgot that this movie existed when I was making that video. And I ended up seeing this movie through my recommendations on Google Play, and I've also been seeing this movie constantly popping up on store shelves, really cheap for like $5, $6, $7. And I thought, it's interesting how this movie kind of just has been hidden away from most audiences' viewpoints. And when I was watching the movie and I was doing some research, I figured out why this movie has been hidden away. And I will get into that rabbit trail continuing on in the negative section. This movie has themes of love for country, honor, the American dream and spirit, serving the United States military, protecting your family, love, and brotherhood. This is a very emotional and a very action-packed movie. It doesn't hold your hand. It expects you to pay attention. This is a very grown-up movie with a lot of grown-up themes. This movie also deals with something that a lot of war movies, gloss over. The mental and the physical stress of being at war. This movie deals with those things. It doesn't go into like a lot of depth, but it points out the fact that, United States government and the military will train you, mostly the military, will train you to go to war, but they don't train you for how you're supposed to live when you get back. This movie deals with PTSD, and I'm happy that they acknowledge that it exists, and it shows you, what it can do to you, both physically and mentally. A lot of this movie actually was shot in Iraq, which means that this movie ends up using very little CGI or special effects. It's a very realistic movie, which I think helps to pull you into what's going on screen. This is, in my own personal opinion, the best drama action war movie of 2015. Now, getting back to that rabbit trail I was talking about earlier, I think a lot of people haven't been able to see this movie because of people saying that Chris Kyle is an American hater, he was a racist, he was a murderer of children, he was a thug, and a lot more things. And it's really sad that this American patriot, this American hero, this American sniper legend received this much hate for his actions, for serving and protecting his brothers in arms, his fellow servicemen, and protecting America from a second 9/11, from protecting lazy Americans that think, oh, he killed children because they may or may not have a intention of throwing a grenade or shooting an RPG. There are 50-50 chances always in war where you may be pulling the trigger and you might be wrong about it. And the fact that this American patriot, Chris Kyle, received this much hate and is still continuing to receive this type of hate is really sad. 7-8 years later, at the time of recording this video, this movie came out in 2014. The fact that this movie is receiving that hate and that Chris Kyle, a person that's dead and buried in the ground, is still receiving this much hate, it's just absurd. It's crazy to fathom that someone that was just doing their duty to protect America receives this much hate during his life and after his life, and it's still continuing, and it's saddening. Two other things for negatives. The only character that you're going to get attached to is Chris Kyle. All the other characters that are in this movie, they're very one note, and basically they just get very, very, very little character development. Also, this movie, like I said, is rated R, so there is a overabundance of language. I think if this movie was PG-13, it would have been better. If it was rated R because of the mental and physical things going on with the people that were serving, I can understand that. But it being R because of all the language needed being in this movie is unnecessary and unwarranted. And I think the language kind of took away from the experience of the film at times. With that, guys, still, I'm going to give American Sniper from 2014 a 9.5 out of 10. I highly encourage you guys to watch this movie. Even if you're not like a big fan of military movies or war movies, I highly encourage you guys to watch this movie. It is very informative, and it does a great job of showing you what Chris Kyle did, and it also shows you a lot more of what happened in the Iraq War to fight after the events of 9/11. And I think it's going to be a big eye-opener, especially towards the end of the movie where it uses real-life footage and the funeral and the parade of sorts for Chris Kyle when he was killed. So I highly encourage you guys, check this movie out. You will not be disappointed by the movie. Even if you don't rewatch it again, I encourage you guys, spend the $5 to $15 and buy the movie just to support the fact that this movie exists. You'll enjoy it. You won't be disappointed. So thank you guys so much for watching. You guys all have a great one, and I'll see you guys in the next video or stream. Bye, guys.